Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Jen's Choose Your Home. If you're new, my name is Jen, and today we are doing another Disney video. So I'm going to be talking about Mousekeeping today and this new promotion that happened on our last trip. So let me get started. So first of all, for anyone that is new to the Disney world, I'm going to explain what mousekeeping is. And so mousekeeping is basically Disney's term for housekeeping. And so this is the people that come and change your linens, that bring you fresh towels, that clean your bathroom, clean your room, take the trash out, just kind of make sure that the room is to your standard, that everything is there for you when you arrive. Making sure that when you're at Disney, everything when you come back to the room is just how you left it, and that everything is clean and ready to go for the next night. But during our trip in May, Disney started offering this new promotion, which is basically where you can opt out of mousekeeping. And so how this works is that the check-in process will have a cast member ask you, would you like to opt out of mousekeeping for your length of the stay? You would receive a $10 gift card for every night that you are staying there, excluding the first night, because one, your beds are already made, two, there's fresh towels, everything is, all the toiletries are there. Basically, the room is just like it would be if you had housekeeping originally. Disney has instigated the fact that they will start entering rooms on a daily basis, regardless of this offer or not, just for a safety purpose. It's not like they go into your room, they're just opening the door to check and make sure nothing is awry. But other than that, you know, they don't do anything else. So Disney will not offer a $10 gift card for the first night, but if, let's say, your stay is from Sunday to Saturday, you would get a $50 gift card because you have 5 nights total during your length of stay. And so I think that's a great option for those who maybe aren't taking kids, or just your family is not really in the room a lot. You don't really care to have your bed made when you come back. So I think it's a good option to look into if you're not expecting anything and you don't feel like it's a necessary aspect to staying at a hotel. So during our stay at the All-Star Sports Resort, we decided to partake in this promotion. One, because we thought that it would help pay for one of our dining reservations, which it did. We used it towards our reservation at Via Napoli. And then two, because we're just 2 people, we don't have that much stuff. There were plenty of towels for the entire week we were there between the 2 of us. I think we had like 3 towels each. So that was another benefit. But what was great was that, you know, we didn't have someone really going in our room, you know, tidying things up. Like when we left the room in the morning and when we came back in the afternoon, everything was exactly the same. And so it was kind of nice to know that, you know, nothing had been stolen, nothing was moved. So if you were looking for something, it was right where you left it. I think that's a real benefit to this program. So when we first chose to do this offer, we thought, great, you know, $50 extra gift card. What could be wrong with that? You know, it's something in our pockets for staying there. It wasn't a deluxe room. It's not like I expected my room to be cleaned all the time. You know, maybe if I stayed in a little more expensive hotel, I would have said, let's just opt out of it because I want my room to be cleaned every night. I would also want to ask for more toiletries because the deluxe resorts do not have the full-size toiletries. It's only the value at this point. So there's certain things that I think I would really need to reconsider if staying at a resort other than the value resorts to do this offer. There were a couple issues that we had with this program. One was that I don't believe all the cast members know about this promotion, and so during our checkout process, I was listening to other people's conversations when they were checking in, and not every cast member offered this promotion. Now that could be because of their length of stay. Maybe they were only staying 2 nights. You know, some people really don't maybe care for a $10 gift card. I don't know what their algorithm is for that, but not every cast member was offering this promotion. So I felt that was something off by Disney standards, that, you know, this should be a company-wide policy to be able to say, hey, you know, we have this great promotion going on. You know, making sure that the guest knows that this is going on, I think, is a big key. And, you know, I felt like there was a lack of that. The second problem we had with this promotion was the trash buildup. So we actually used Amazon Prime for our grocery service. Basically, we had breakfast food in the room, and we had just things brought to our room. And when someone isn't taking your trash out on a daily basis, and you only have one little small like waste bin, it can fill up fairly quickly, especially if it's a family of 4. Like, we were only 2 people, and we had at least like 3 bags just full of trash, and we really didn't know what to do with it. No one told us, you know, hey, there's trash cans over here to take your trash out. And so I noticed that around our resort, people were leaving their trash out on the like sidewalk by their room doors, but it really wasn't getting picked up because of Mousekeeping. They don't know to go to that room. They're told they have opted out of the Mousekeeping, and therefore they don't need any services. So it was just kind of sitting there and really kind of deteriorated the look of the hotel. So that was a big major con for us. You know, we were like, wow, if I was staying in a deluxe resort where this was like in a hallway inside the hotel, like, I would be kind of disgusted to see a bunch of trash bags just like laying around. I don't know. Because it was a value and the doors are an exterior door, it wasn't as bad maybe because it's like fresh air. I can say that being in a hotel room with a bunch of trash just wasn't a pleasant experience, to end it at that. Another thing is, I did say we had a lot of towels, but by the end of the trip, I felt like we did need just 1 extra set of towels, just because there were different things that we needed the towels for that were kind of used up throughout the week. And so by the end of like day 4, we just needed like 1 extra set of towels basically. I will say that, you know, we went up to the guest services and requested more towels, and they were brought to us really quickly, had no issues, so that was really great. But no one told us that like we could request things. So I'm wondering if maybe we could have requested our trash to be picked up, requested more towels, requested fresh linens. Now they will not make the bed, I learned, but you can request linens to be brought to your room and change the sheets yourself, and then I guess call and they'll pick up the old linens. So it's kind of, as you go, you learn more, but I felt like there was a lack of communication in the beginning. The last big thing that we had was, what do you tip? I mean, okay, when you have housekeeping come every single day, it's kind of expected that you leave a tip, especially in the United States. Now, other countries, tipping is not a thing, so, you know, that's a whole other story. But here, you know, it was expected to tip the person who's cleaning your room. I think, you know, they're doing you a service, and that service should be tipped. But when you are doing everything yourself and you are just like asking for towels to be dropped off, but you know, your old towels are still in the room, they didn't even pick them up, we still had all our old towels, they just dropped off 2 extra towels, I think there's an issue there. And so we were really hesitant to leave any tip at all because of the fact that, you know, they really didn't do much for us in terms of cleaning our room. You know, they did the occasional request, but other than that, you know, we decided to not leave a tip. And, you know, some people would look at that and say, you know, that's rude, that's, you know, maybe offensive to those hardworking people. But when you look at it and the fact that they never came to our room to do any of the work, you know, all they're doing is actually cleaning the room, which they would have to do regardless of anyone else who is staying there. You know, we've just felt like we had no benefits from their service, and so therefore we decided to opt out of tipping the housekeeping at this trip. Now other stays I have tipped. Of course, we're always, you know, very grateful of the quality and the level of service that Disney provides, and so I feel like that definitely needs to be rewarded. And that's why we keep coming back. But you know, when you opt out of something, I feel like you're also opting out of tipping, you're opting out of a lot of different things. So that was just our personal opinions. Now, would I go through it again? I'm not really sure. It was a good experience, and my fiance Dean really did like it. He liked the fact that no one did come into our room, that it was just kind of left to ourselves. I think it really just depends on where you stay. You know, the Disney vacation clubs do not have housekeeping at all, so this is a similar experience. It was just at a value resort. But if I was paying to stay in a deluxe resort with housekeeping, not Disney vacation club, I would probably keep that in mind and opt out of it again. But it just depends on where I'm staying. Again, if I'm staying in deluxe, I probably wouldn't opt out, but again, things could change, you know. That gift card is really nice to have when you're booking your trip and you're paying for a meal that you may not have been able to afford. So those were just the thoughts I had on this new promotion of opting out of Mousekeeping. Please let me know if you have ever opted out of Mousekeeping and what you liked, what you didn't like. I really want to know, you know, if people have had similar experiences, very different experiences, they really hated it, really loved it. You know, I just think it's a very interesting topic, and you know, something that I hope Disney continues, but you know, who knows, maybe enough people won't opt out, or you know, it's not really worth their time. So please comment, like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and can't wait to do more Disney stuff. Bye!